Hey guys, today we're looking at an affordable solution for almost any need for your wireless guitar needs. Sit back, it's going to be an interesting one for you that you're going to really get into. We're talking about wireless guitar. So when it comes to wireless guitar needs, most of us have one thing in mind. We want something that's wireless that works for guitar, right? But a lot of us have different needs in mind. We want something that's not going to interfere with other things that are wireless around. That's kind of a deal killer, right? And those are the things that happen. I went out and won't go through any of the brands that I went through, but wanted something that was inexpensive, but at the same time, didn't interfere with any of the other numerous things that we have in today's world that are wireless. And let's face it, everything these days are wireless. So one of the brands that I got was relatively inexpensive, wasn't totally cheap, but had decent construction. But it seemed like everything that was around was competing for its signal. And we had researched, we had talked to the company to find out what was going to work with it, with the signal, and bottom line is it just didn't work. This set out on a quest to find a great reliable resource for a wireless guitar, and somehow I managed to stumble across a company that purported to have a good solution, and it ended up checking every single box that I wanted. Now, what were those boxes for me? I wanted something that was completely portable. In other words, I could take it off of from a worship setting and I could go completely on the road with it if I needed to. And for the road for you, it may not mean that you're going out on the road and touring with it. It may mean that you're a portable church that may need to take and move it from venue to venue. No one wants to take a clunky wireless and be transporting it back and forth, and there's internal components that can degrade really easily. You want something long term. Not every ministry has money laying around to be spending on stuff to replace because you're going through equipment, right? So what's something that's going to work long term? Can you transport it easily? What's not going to interfere with all the other wireless things that are going on? How many times have we heard, well, this frequency is expiring, this frequency is expiring? So what works? What doesn't work? Well, I found a great solution for you. You ready to see what it looks like? I'm not going to put a picture of it up. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show it to you really easily. This is called the PRA wireless system. This is it. I'm holding it. All of it. No other components except for a USB wire that charges it, and even that's kind of self-contained. It's a one wire system that splits off into a Y and charges, well, both of these guys. That's it. Comes out of the box, able to be opened up and turned on, and no hard instructions on how to turn it on and utilize it. I mean, it's simple. It was a no-brainer. It literally, I think the box said something about you're ready to rock within 30 seconds or something like that. And it was literally that easy. You literally open up the box, flip a switch on this guy, flip a switch on this guy. The red one indicates that this is the receiver. The blue bar that's on this one indicates that this is the transmitter. Even comes with the clip pouch. So this one slides in the clip pouch. Put it on there, and you're ready to go. Well, you say, wait a minute, if this is the transmitter, you got to have some way to be able to connect. Well, this is the beauty of it. One of the other models that we looked at, it had a really flimsy cable with it, and we had to bunch up, it seemed like 10 miles of cable from the guitar, and where I put this on my guitar strap, it seemed like I didn't need that much cable. I was really concerned with how that was being cinched up and how long that little flimsy cable was going to last over time, and I wondered, could I just cut it off and maybe have my guitar tech make a shorter one? And my guitar tech said, why don't you just order another one and I'll cut it off and make a shorter one for you. So sure, and I got ready to order another cable from this company, and would you believe that the cable, just a replacement cable for that particular pack, cost about half, well, not about, it cost half of what the original entire equipment set cost. It was ridiculous. So that was one of the other important things, is that I didn't want replacement equipment to cost that much. So in talking to the company, I said, okay, so tell me about the cabling that you need with it. They said, well, you use your own. And literally take any 1/4-inch jack and plug it straight in. So I'm literally using my own jack. So anything that you want, if you've got a custom sinusoid cable that you want to use, that you really like, that just perfectly gets from your belt pack on your strap to your 1/4-inch input, plug it in, you're ready to go. So it uses any cable. If something happens to your cable, you're not out having to have a proprietary jack that goes into it. So that's literally it. I wouldn't spend time making a demo video, because I've seen a lot of YouTube videos with wireless guitars that want to run around and go, yeah, it still plays. Yeah, it still plays. Here I am 1/4 mile away from my house and it still plays. Are there places where you'll be able to run away and not be able to play your guitar? I'm sure there are. Personally, we've got a fairly large sanctuary, auditorium, whatever you want to call, and I've been able to walk all around ours. I mean, all around ours, from backstage, even back in our green room, all the way to the back of our sanctuary and back up to the stage. And I don't have any signal degradation with ours. I'm going to be real honest with you, though. I can't think of a situation where I'm going to be backstage playing. I can't think of a situation where I'm probably going to be at the back of our auditorium and playing. I'm going to be right on our stage. So I think a lot of times all the videos where people are walking around playing their guitar to see just how strong that signal is a lot of times pointless, because a lot of times you're playing as far as you're going to be leaving these two apart. So that's really important. That's also the important thing about a lot of wireless kits that you get, is how far are you going to have these? Where's your line of sight? Do you have a lot of antennas that are going to be obstructing? What's going to be in between these two? I usually have mine just far enough away for me to be able to play. So it's a really reliable and robust combination. I mean, I've got nothing but great things to say about it. I've been playing on this for, feels like about 5-6 months now. So I'm not just playing on this for a few weeks and not being able to work the kinks out of it. They've got a proprietary technology in this, that it literally sweeps through all the frequencies within it, so that if it starts to feel like that it's about to lose frequency, if it even remotely thinks that, it's constantly scanning, and then it'll jump over to another frequency before it even thinks it's going to lose it. So literally the entire time that I played on this, played using this, I've never once lost any of the frequency. I've never lost any signal. I've never had a hiccup on it. I'll be very transparent. When I first started playing on it, there was a period of time where I delayed having anything to say about it. I was working back and forth with the manufacturer, and told them that I'm gonna wait before I tell anyone what my thoughts are, because I'm working with my team to figure out what there might be a potential problem with. And it turned out that the problem wasn't even with the wireless. I kept having a signal loss, and the signal loss wasn't even with that. It was with the jack on my guitar. So it had nothing to do with the wireless itself. This has never once interfered with any other wireless that's going on, which has been the problem that I've had with all kinds of other wireless devices that I've had. It's been a nightmare trying to find a wireless for my guitar that doesn't interfere with every other thing. I've got a wireless for my IEMs, for my in-ears, a wireless that a Shure Wireless Beta 87 mic. I mean, so many other things that are going on. And that may be the case for you, maybe it's not the case, but we live in a day and age where you've got everything else that's wireless. This guy's constantly scanning for those wireless frequencies. Check them out, PRA Audio. I 100% wholeheartedly recommend them. And oh, by the way, made in the USA. It's a few guys that are from the USA that are making this. Some Georgia guys, some guys that got their knowledge from Purdue, and they just decided one day to get together and say, what can we do for guitarists, because we're a bunch of guitarists, and a couple of guys, I believe, are actually guys that are worship leaders within church that decided, what can we do to really make a great product that guitarists will love? And guess what? Guitarists and worship leaders love it. I 100% love it. So check them out, PRA Audio. I think you'll like this product, and I think you'll want it almost immediately for your board. Have a blessed day. Hope that you'll go out and try them out. PRAaudio.com.